What's up, you guys? Christian here. In this video, I wanted to talk about two different methods or two different ways you can go about calculating your lean bulk calories and macros. If you've been chubby your whole life and you're finally going on a lean bulk after cutting for a very long time, like I have, then you might tend to gain fat a little bit easier. And you've heard maybe that you should cycle your calories when you bulk. So maybe on rest days you eat a little less, but on training days you eat more. And then there's the other side of things where you stick to a caloric surplus every day of the week, every day while you're bulking. So I'm going to go over both methods, showing you like what's the difference between the two methods and everything like that. So let's get started with the video. Alright, so the first method is the cycling of calories throughout the week. So based on your rest days and times, how many times you train and everything like that. So I am going to start with this side first, and then we'll move on to the bigger, leaner, stronger side of things. So just to let you guys know, my maintenance calories right now, I'm weighing in at about 193 pounds. So to get my maintenance calories, I just multiply that by 15, which equals about 2895. And this is a rough estimate, it's not exact, but we're just going to use this number for the purpose of this video for now. So if we're following this side of things, my rest day calories, so when I'm not training or doing anything training wise, on those days I will eat 100 plus my maintenance calories 3 days a week. So that would be 995 calories. So basically 3,000 calories. We'll just say 3,000 calories 3 days a week. So if we multiply 3 days by however much we're going over maintenance, that means we're in a 300 caloric surplus for 3 days out of the week. Hope that makes sense. This is gonna become important in a second. Then on training days, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 500 over maintenance calories, which would be 2,900 plus 500 is 3,400. And so if we do 4 times 500, that's 2,000, which equals 2,300 weekly. So what I'm trying to show you guys here is how much of a surplus we are each week. So if we do the math, we're gonna 3 days out of the week, we're gonna be 100 over maintenance. That means 3 times out of the week, 300 calories over maintenance, so a surplus of 300 calories 3 days a week. That's how we got this number. And then 2,000 comes from this number. 4 days out of the week, we're going to be in a 500 calorie caloric surplus 4 days out of the week, so that means 2,000. So for all 7 days throughout the week, we're going to be in a 2,300 weekly caloric surplus. So that's the main number that matters right here. So if you're with me so far, this is how to cycle calories if you gain fat a little bit more easier. But as we're going to see, we're going to compare the numbers in both methods. So this method, it comes from the program Bigger, Leaner, Stronger by Mike Matthews. If you know who Mike Matthews is, he's the author, or he's the creator of Muscle for Life and Legion Athletics supplements. So very good book. I highly recommend you check out his book. But this is how he calculates his macros for a lean bulk. So you would do 1 times your body weight, which is how you get your protein, 2 times your body weight for carbs, and then 0.4 times your body weight for fat. So if I already did the math here, 193 times 1 is 193 grams of protein. Multiply that by 2, that's 386 grams of carbs, and then 77 grams of fat. And so how we find the calories for my lean bulk with these numbers is we have to know the makeup of macronutrients, the caloric makeup. So 193 times 4, because there's 4 calories per gram of protein. Same with carbs, so we would do plus 386 times 4. And then there's 9 calories per gram, so we would do 77 times 9. So we add all this up. Cool. So after we did the math, we got these numbers, so we add these up again. So this equals that, and then This would be, and then so this number would be how much over my maintenance. This would be about 200, so minus 2,900. So based on my maintenance calories, as we see in the Bigger, Leaner, Stronger program, in a lean bulk, you're actually only 100 calories over maintenance per day. And this isn't cycling calories or anything. Every day you're eating this amount of calories, so 3,000, which means in the weekly surplus, so as you can see, a 700 weekly caloric surplus versus a 2,300 weekly caloric surplus. And then also one quick thing to note, you guys, is that in Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, he even says like these numbers are pretty low for a bulk, because rightfully so, most bulking programs are just like eat big, get big, eat as much as you possibly can, blah blah blah. In his formula, he kind of sets you down low. Start off with this, see how much you're gaining weight, and then slowly increase the calories if you're not gaining weight or anything like that. And so this is more of like a long-term bulk, long-term lean bulk. So you're still in a caloric surplus, just not as big. This is more of a Leangains Kinobody style of bulking, where you're in a big caloric surplus, but you're cycling calories every day. So on some days you're not eating as much, some days you were eating a lot more. This one you're eating the same amount pretty much every day. Also, one quick note again is that Mike Matthews says that this is just a starting point for your bulking calories. If you don't gain weight from this, you would obviously increase the numbers. And what he says is going to happen usually is that after about a couple of weeks, you're going to stall in your weight gain, and then that's when you increase the calories. So I think he just does this to kind of minimize the fat gain at first, and then as your body gets used to the caloric surplus, you can slowly increase the calories so you're not getting as much weight. If you guys, basically what I'm trying to show you guys is, if you guys do the math, you're actually gaining more fat in a cycled calorie approach. But obviously these numbers can change depending on what program you follow. This actually is from the Greek God program of Kinobody. The only difference is that I was training 4 days a week versus 3 days per week. He does it the opposite, so it would still come out to be a little bit close. It'd be like 1,900 calories, I believe, if he were to do this instead. But that's still twice as much as the Bigger, Leaner, Stronger program. If you're actually looking to gain weight slowly without gaining too much fat, I would recommend the Bigger, Leaner, Stronger program, because if you do the math with his numbers, it's still caloric surplus, but it's not as high, and you can still see progress with this, and it won't be as much fat gain as you think. And so I hope this video helps you clarify which program or which calorie and macronutrient balance to follow. If you guys like this video, leave a like. I'm going to be diving a bit more deeply into my whole bulking routine personally, and yeah, so let me know how you like this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.